What is up, everyone? James Baek here, and welcome back to the final episode of VGC 17 Back-to-Back Battles. Using this team, we got our Generation 1 team with Kangaskhan, Magneton, Machamp, Starmie, Arcanine, and Gengar. I was thinking about changing the Starmie to Life Orb because getting that KO on Garchomp is so important, but the double focus Sash has always helped in some situations, so I was decided finally not to change it to Life Orb, so we're going to try this team out for the last time and have some fun. I have the next team planned, at least I think I do. Maybe I'll change it up, because it's not technically a team I built, so, I might change it up, I don't know yet. Anyway, let's just get started. Now, I don't know why, but I've been really tired for the past few days. Like, I don't know, I would just, whenever I got home, I just fell asleep and then woke up like 2-3 hours later. I don't know why exactly. I have no idea why, but yeah, luckily I haven't played too much Pokemon. Like, you might be thinking, oh, that's weird, you don't play too much Pokemon, yet it makes me feel like I'm not going to play as bad because I have more of a refreshed mind. You know, like sometimes when players actually take a break from Pokemon, they get their minds refreshed and they can go again. Especially since Pokemon, if you are playing competitively and trying as hard as you can, it can be very stressful. So, try to relieve some of that stress. Also, I was kind of busy, so that also helped. But anyway, let's just get started. Hopefully we can find a battle. The international challenge is currently going on, so I'm not exactly sure if we can find a battle quickly, but hopefully we will. I think I'm going to cut it out till we do find a battle, so we'll be right back. Alright, we found someone from Italy, 1523 rating. Let's start this battle. We have... Oh, didn't we face this in the literally the last episode? We have a Tapu Fini, Porygon 2, Muck, Ninetales, Arcanine, Garchomp. Is the exact same six as the last episode. Ooh, boy, I'm not gonna like this at all, am I? How do I want to handle this? What did I lead last time? Did I lead my Machamp? Or did I not? Also, I don't remember what exactly I brought. Did I bring Actually, I think I led Magneton plus Gengar, if I'm correct. So I'm going to lead Magneton plus Gengar again. I think that's the same game plan. Machamp. And I think I do need Starmie for that Garchomp. Although Arcanine could be good. Because I remember my opponent leading Garchomp last episode, and I was just able to go for the Hidden Power Ice, turn 1, and Shadow Ball. Well, I protected it in case it was Scarf, but no reason to be Scarf on this team. You know what? I'm not going to bring Starmie. I'm going to bring Arcanine. With that Wild Charge, might be more helpful. Intimidate helps against the Muck more. We'll see if we can actually pull this one out, but... You know, this should be a fun challenge. It's always fun. Even though my opponent's got the same 6 Pokemon, could be completely different items, abilities, movesets. Well, not really abilities, unless it's like, I don't know, not Snow Warning, Ninetales, I don't know. Like you would assume the standard abilities on the Pokemon, but of course can have different items, movesets, etc. So Arcanine Muck is going to be my opponent's lead of choice. Hopefully it's not Pursuit Muck, because that would be kind of bad. As I will leave my Magneton plus Gengar here, I think I will just go straight for the Volt Switch into the Arcanine. The question is, I don't know what I'm going to do with Magneton yet. I could just Volt Switch the Muck, which I am considering, because Volt Switching the Muck, but Volt Switching Arcanine will probably put in the barrier range. So you know what, I'm going to target down the Arcanine, and I'm going to protect Gengar. I'm just worried about like Arcanine switching on a Garchomp for whatever reason, which I guess I could see potentially happening. I hope my opponent doesn't make that play. Maybe my opponent knows this team goes for the knockoff and Magneton and switches directly into Garchomp. But nope. Okay. We do get the protect with our Gengar. Arcanine's going to protect. Oh no. That's not good. Volt Switch into the protect and a knockoff into Gengar. Okay, so that was not the best turn. But again, Volt Switch is pretty fair. I don't think Muck one-shots Gengar with that attack, if I'm correct. So maybe my best interest is to double up the Arcanine, because Arcanine's kind of an annoying Pokemon to get rid of. So you know what, I'm going to get rid of this Arcanine. Shadow Sneak actually coming out into Gengar. Oh, that's pretty good for me actually, because Gengar will be able to survive that. And disable the Shadow Sneak. That's great actually, because I get the Volt Switch off, and I should be able to knock out Arcanine since it's not Salva. So yep, I'm definitely going to be able to knock out Arcanine. So, gonna go hard into Machamp here. It's my 3 that's actually turned red. As we do send out the Machamp, I'm going to keep Arcanine in case I want to Intimidate later. I will go for my Z move here. It is going to be that Acid Downpour. And it will be able to KO the Arcanine at this range, no problem. So we get rid of Arcanine, which means no more Intimidate. Machamp can really drive in this matchup. As we get the Acid Downpour off. The problem is that Garchomp's going to be kind of annoying. We will get rid of this Arcanine. Yep, Arcanine does go down. Great. So Arcanine goes down. Let's see what my opponent brings in the back. Probably Garchomp comes out if you brought Garchomp. You assume Garchomp comes out here. The question is, I don't know if he goes for Earthquake or Tectonic Rage straight off the bat. It's probably going to be a mind game if that is the case. Garchomp is going to come out. Do I need Gengar? It would be helpful against Tapu Fini, but it's not exactly necessary. I think I'll just protect Machamp and Shadow Ball. The reason I'm going to go for this play is because, one, I could see Garchomp protecting a knockoff from Muck. I could also see Garchomp going for Tectonic Rage, which I do kind of want to burn, or an Earthquake Protect, which I wouldn't mind here. I think it is the Tectonic Rage, and it's going to go into the Machamp slot. So Shadow Ball is going to do a decent amount. That does put in the HP Ice range. Oh, jeez, it's Swords Dance. I can't believe it's Swords Dance straight off the bat. And then knock off into the Gengar slot. Okay. So, Gengar does go down, but that was pretty much what I wanted. Except I could have got a free Dynamic Punch. I'm actually surprised my opponent hard as Steed on that turn. But I'm going to go into Magneton here, and I'm not sure my opponent expects HP Ice, but I will go for a Dynamic Punch plus HP Ice. It is my best play. I could potentially get the Confusion on his Muck, which would help because if it hits himself, I get to keep my Choice Scarf, and Hidden Powers will knock out the Garchomp at this range. So I'll go for the HP Ice here. And the Dynamic Punch. I also have Wide Guard, so he has a Tectonic Rage KO my Magneton. If that is the case. Or maybe he has Fire Fang, which would be bad. But nice, no Protect here. We do catch him with the Hidden Power Ice. That should finish off the Garchomp. Yep, the Shadow Ball damage. You're really putting in the work. I kind of do need to save Magneton though, because I'm guessing the last one's Tapu Fini. Tapu Fini is going to hurt. Good damage onto the Muck. Not activating the Berry, which is pretty helpful as the Muck is confused. And we'll see what it goes for. It's going to be the knockoff, and it goes into the Magneton slot. So I lose my Choice Scarf, unfortunately. But I don't think I really need my Choice Scarf anymore, unless maybe Ninetales is in the back. But even if Ninetales is in the back, I think Arcanine wins the game. It is Tapu Fini, okay. And I can actually just go straight for the Volt Switch now. I see no reason not to go for Volt Switch. And maybe a Dynamic Punch. Luckily the Misty Surge came out a turn too late. I'll just double up the Fini. I don't think Muck can KO my Magneton at this range. Since the knockoff is going to be a lot weaker since I don't have an item. So I'm going to just go for Thunderbolt. Plus the... Okay, Fini protects, but Magneton should be able to live a knockoff. And he does have a chance to hurt himself again. So let's see. Let's see what he goes for. Could have Volt Switched Muck, I guess. But don't really need to. Does go for a second knockoff. Does target on Magneton. We should survive. Oh, we actually don't. Okay. Maybe I should have just Volt Switched. Oh, he would have been able to KO me with Shadow Sneak. Okay. So I get to send out my Arcanine here. And I guess I have to double him into Fini with Wall Charge. Plus the Poison Jab. It's not too bad, but it depends on what kind of item this Fini has. If it's a weakness policy, that's bad. If it's something such as Berry, it's kind of not the worst case, but that would be pretty hard to beat. We'll see. It also depends on this Fini's speed investment as well. A fast Fini would be very problematic, but that means it probably wouldn't be investing much bulk. So we'll see here. All comes down to this turn, I think, with Fini. What does Fini do? Wall Charge does connect, so how much does this do? That doesn't do as much as I was hoping. Moonblast is going to come out, but that targets down Machamp, so Machamp will be able to survive this Moonblast. quite easily, actually. And we do get the poison jab off. Let's see if this KOs or not. And it's not berry. Okay, that's good. And Muck hits itself, which is great. It's leftovers Feeny, and it's not a berry Muck. The last one wasn't a berry either. What is with these no berry Mucks? Okay. Unless today's berry and I didn't remember, but I don't think that ever happened. I'm gonna wall charge and dynamic punch once again. The only thing I'm risking is like a speed tie from Feeny and Arcanine, but Feeny would have to be really fast, and I really doubt it. If it's like, by the way it looks very physically defensive, so I do believe I'll be able to pick up the knockout without speeding. And the Muddy Water shouldn't be able to knock out the Arcanine with how little the Moonblast actually did to my Machamp, so I should be good. Well, of course there's the accuracy drop chance. Phoenix could protect. I went for dynamic punch in the Muck because I had no reason to, and if I do KO the Muck, it is good game. And Muck can't even KO Arcanine unless it gets maybe a crit gunk shot. Dynamic punch goes into Muck. That does pick up the knockout, and that will be game, I think. I'll just click wide guard. I guess he could have Hydro Pump. I think the best play is the Poison Jab no matter what, because Muddy Water won't knock out Machamp. So I'll just wall charge here. And that'll be a good game. Yep, wall charge is going to come out. Arcanine is faster. We do knock out the Tapu Fini. And that will be game one in our favor. So nice. We do pull out a win. And I think it was just getting that... catching that Garchomp on to protect. I'm really actually surprised my opponent went for a greedy Swords Dance instead of just going for the attack. Maybe wasn't expecting the Scarf. I guess that could have been an option. But then I outspent my Gengar turn 1, so he should have known I was Scarf. Maybe just not expecting the HPIs, maybe expecting the Flash Cannon. But anyway, we're going to be moving on to the second game. I'm going to cut out till I get my charger, so be right back. Alright, we're back, and I have my charger in place. So, yeah. I think I played alright in that game. I didn't exactly play the best, yet I made very safe plays throughout the game. It could have been bad if my opponent knocked out the Magneton turn 1, which would have definitely been bad. But the Shadow Sneak kind of was an interesting play. I don't know if my opponent was just trying to get rid of my Sash. Yet, I think knockoff into Shadow Sneak would have been better. Maybe my opponent was expecting something like a Disable? I don't know. It was very weird. Knockoff would have been a very free play there. Pedro, or I don't know, with a 1610 rating, is running the Double Ducks. Oh, jeez. It's Pelipper, Golduck, Kartana, Tapu Lele, Snorlax, and Arcanine. If I remember correctly, didn't this team win a regional championship? I don't remember which regional it was, but I'm pretty sure it won in the US. I'm pretty sure it was like Bandit, Arcanine, Scarf Lele, or maybe it was Specs Lele. I don't have a solid rain matchup, but I do have Kangaskhan Magneton, which isn't the most solid rain matchup, but it's something since I can always fake out Pelipper. This is gonna be tough. I think I need Gengar, definitely. I think I need Machamp because I can't beat Snorlax. I really can't beat Snorlax with this team, with how my team is compromised. So I'm going to lead my Kangaskhan plus Magneton here. It's a very safe play. Don't know what my opponent's going to lead. If it's like Pelipper, Golduck, or maybe going to go with a different hyper-offensive lead. I could definitely see something else being led here. Bandit Arcanine is a threat. I do have to remove it from the field because that thing hits like a truck. It actually... I can't slow down Bandit Arcanine, so that's going to be a problem. Tapu Lele Kartana going to take the field. Interesting. That's bad. If it's rain mode in the back, I have very, very limited options against it. I could try to get rid of Psychic Seed. Huh. That's a new one. If I get rid of Tapu Lele, my Machamp does a lot of work here, but the problem is I have to get Machamp in safely, which I don't think I can really. I might have to sack Gengar here, potentially. Well, at least the Kartana's not focused Sash, so Dynamic Punch should pick up the knockdown Kartana. Maybe I have to focus down the Lele with Facade Flash Cannon and prevent the Ducks coming in at from the exact same time. Since Misty Seed on Kartana. Oh, he actually withdraws Lele. Smart. Arcanine is going to come out. Okay, that was very smart. I should have Volt Switched turn 1. Oh, that means my opponent didn't bring rain, so Magneton's usage is very, very little. Oh, and my opponent detects. That's great, actually. That's great for me. Sort of. This is actually an awkward position because Bandit Arcanine is going to do a lot of work. Yeah, it didn't take the Flash Cannon that great. We'll see how much it takes from the Facade, though. Yeah, that didn't really do much. So, I think I'm going to Rock Tomb the Arcanine. I think I have to go into Machamp. Not sure what my opponent's plays are. So no rain mode, that's great for me. Magneton is valuable for that Tapu Lele. And can clean up the Arcanine if I get a bit of chip damage with that Rock Tomb. So I'm going to try to put in range there. Bring out the Machamp here. As we see the Sacred Sword in the Machamp. Oh, Kangaskhan actually. I don't mind Kangaskhan goes down, to be honest. As we see the Flare Blitz, maybe going out into Kangaskhan or does. Yep, the Magneton. Okay. Is that Bandit? That didn't really do as much as I was thinking. Rock Tomb is going to come out though and do a decent amount to this Arcanine. Almost a knockout. It's a berry on Arcanine. Okay, this is definitely not the team I remember. Definitely not the team I remember. So I'm hoping he's just going to Sacred Sword again and go for a Flare Blitz. So you know what? I'm going to go hard into Gengar and protect the Machamp. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to hope that he does this. Unless he switches it. No, you don't switch out Arcanine to top of Lele if I Dynamic Punch. Unless you Leaf Blade that slot. So going to go hard into Gengar here. Oh, are you kidding me? He did double? Oh, it's in the Snorlax. Okay, that's fine. That is fine. Okay. That could have been bad. That could have been really bad. We got Machamp with a Protect. A Leaf Blade going to go into that Machamp slot. So I could have Rock Tombed, I guess. Or Circle Throwed. Either would have been an okay play. I'm going to Shadow Ball, I think. The Kartana. Go for the 2-shot. And I really don't need Kangaskhan, so I'm actually going to sack Kangaskhan here. I really don't need it. Don't know my opponent. High horsepower is going to be annoying. But I gotta get Machamp and Magneton in a safe position. So get Kangaskhan in. We do Shadow Ball to Kartana, which I think will be a 2-hit KO. Even with the Psychic Seed. Yeah, it's a 2-hit KO, definitely. Sacred Sword into Kangaskhan. Would that have KO'd Machamp? I'm not exactly sure, but good play by my opponent if you were expecting the Kangaskhan there. Hopefully high horsepower doesn't knock out the... Oh, jeez, this could be bad. Oh, that's bad. That is bad. Go hard into Machamp and Magneton, and this... I think I have to make a play. Maybe I have to just Thunderbolt the Kartana and hope it KOs at this range. Maybe I just Flash Cannon. No, Thunderbolt might be able to KO at that range. I'm going to Dynamic Punch the Snorlax and just Thunderbolt. I have to lock myself into Thunderbolt anyway because the Arcanine is a problem. So I will just go for a Dynamic Punch and a Thunderbolt. If my opponent... I guess my opponent could just switch out to Arcanine. I could definitely see that play for the Snorlax. We're just going to see Detect. Okay. So if I actually get... If I get confusion here, we're not in a bad position. Thunderbolt into Protect. Dynamic Punch coming out into that Snorlax. Obliterated. It's a crit. No! I need Snorlax to stay in the field. That's actually bad. Because Tapu Lele can come in and reset the terrain. Oh, no. That's not how I wanted this to go. That's not how I wanted this to go. Oh, but Arcanine's going to come in. Okay, we got a chance. We got a chance. It depends on if this Arcanine can take a T-Bolt at this range. It might, but I think I have to go for it anyway. I'm going to Dynamic Punch the Kartana and Thunderbolt the Arcanine. Hope that he does an Extreme Speed here. The Magneton and goes for Sacred Sword. Because he thinks Thunderbolt is going to go into Kartana. Okay, Thunderbolt. I need it to KO Arcanine. If it doesn't, we're already screwed anyway. Doesn't. Sacred Sword into Magneton. Sturdy and Flare Blitz should just go out into Machamp. Did it target down Magneton? Yeah, it did actually target down Magneton. Which makes sense because then Tapu Lele wins the game. Should I Thunderbolted the Kartana? I don't think Thunderbolt would have knocked out Kartana though. I do knock out the Kartana, and that's a good game. I need Thunderbolt to probably crit or parry Arcanine right there in order to have a chance. I also kind of wanted the Snorlax on the field because it gave me a better chance, I think, to win the game. Because if I got the confusion on it, I could have went for a Dynamic Punch and maybe Thunderbolt did KO Kartana, and I would have been in a better position anyway. But yeah, that's a good game. I think it's Psychium Z Tapu Lele, so maybe I should have played better with my Gengar. Maybe I should have just subbed up. But I needed that chip damage onto that Kartana. Very tricky game. I don't know how I would have won that. Maybe not bring Kangaskhan. I guess I would have had to bring Arcanine. I think Arcanine would have actually been a solid call. If I brought Arcanine, the game would have been a lot easier. Because I could have gotten Intimidated off into Snorlax. Yeah, so maybe Kangaskhan wasn't to play there. But I was really scared of the rain mode. Unfortunate. I guess because I had Starmie and Magneton, my opponent decided not to bring the rain mode. Because Starmie is a Pokemon that can carry Thunderbolt. And obviously Magneton can get the Sturdy ability. Don't know if a Violet would live Hydro Vortex without the Sturdy, but who knows. As we're going to drop to 1-1, and let's see if we can pick up the final battle as a win. We'll see. We'll see. We haven't brought Starmie, though. We haven't brought Starmie in this final episode, so maybe the next battle Starmie can actually shine. I also was thinking about putting Thunderbolt onto Starmie, but it's like, do I want to get rid of Scald? I think I need HP Fire, because Kartana is like a huge threat. Because my answers are Arcanine and Machamp, and they're both slower than Kartana. So I feel like, I don't know, it's very, very hard to choose. We got a Japanese player, 1624, as our final opponent with his team. Bring the Whimsicott. Oh, no, 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 no. This is Scarf Chomp. This is Scarf Chomp. Abort, abort. Magneton. Machamp. That's Garchomp. I can't win. I actually don't think I can win. Let's go Arcanine and Gengar in the back. This is Nature's Power Team plus Scarf Chomp? No, I don't think I'm winning this. The only way I can win is if he actually screws up turn 1 somehow. This has to be Nature's Power. He's got both Tapu Fini and Tapu Koko. That usually indicates Nature Power on the Whimsicott, so I'm guessing it's Z Nature's Power on Whimsicott. I'm guessing the Garchomp would be Scarf. Probably a Z move on Braviary as well, in case you want to go secondary mode. I'm guessing the Whimsicott won't carry Tailwind. I mean, it could. We'll see how this goes. This is going to be very tricky, because if it is Z Nature's Power, if it leads like Koko Whimsicott, I have to make a read. Because he could go for Twinkle Attack on a Machamp turn 1, potentially. Oh, Braviary Garchomp. Okay, that's fine. I do not mind that. Do I predict the Scarf Chomp? I really do predict Scarf Chomp, to be completely honest. I don't know if he expects Wide Guard turn 1, but I'm just going to Thunderbolt the Braviary. I'm not messing around with this threat, and I'm Wide Guarding 100%. I don't care if Braviary protects. I need to protect Magneton from any threat of Earthquake. I doubt his Tectonic Rage at all on this Magneton, so nice, no protect. Maybe expecting the Earthquake. Please. Yes, Earthquake is going to come out. Target down the Magneton. Nice, as we will get a Thunderbolt off into the Braviary. And the Braviary should go down. Yep, Braviary goes down. Perfect. And since we showed Wide Guard, my opponent should be switching out to Garchomp the following turn. This is still going to be tricky of how the rest of this game plays. Koko is annoying. Yep. You can't Earthquake your own Koko, so I think you do have to switch out your Garchomp. I don't know if he switches down to Fini or something, but I'm going to try to KO this Koko right now. I'm taking this Koko down with me if possible. I will just Thunderbolt Poison Jab into Koko, predicting Garchomp too. Because I don't think, yeah, you don't Earthquake with Garchomp right there. Whimsicott's gonna come out. Ooh, okay. So I do get the Thunderbolt off into the Coco, and unless it has Z-move, it shouldn't KO Machamp at all. Just goes for the Thunderbolt. I'm guessing the Magneton here? No, it goes into Machamp, trying to get rid of my Wide Guard. Smart. Poison Jab does come out and target down the Tapu Koko, so Tapu Koko goes down. Now it's Garchomp and Whimsicott against the world. Okay. I do want to know what it locks itself into, though. It can't KO my Magneton, though. I don't think his team can KO Magneton unless he locks himself into Fire Fang. You know what? I'm just gonna Thunderbolt, and I'm gonna Wide Guard in Thunderbolt. Because if he goes for Earthquake, he Earthquakes his own Whimsicott, and if he doesn't, I get to Wide Guard off at least. So let's see what he's gonna go for. I will Wide Guard here, prevent any Earthquake threat or Rock Slide. Nice, does go for the Earthquake. Excellent. So I will get a Thunderbolt off into the Whimsicott after the Earthquake. The Whimsicott is slow. Okay, is that not Prankster Whimsicott? Or did they go for Moonblast? Thunderbolt into the Whimsicott. Doesn't do too much. Moonblast, okay, fair. Into Machamp, that's going to pick up a knockout on Machamp. Okay. Do not mind. Hard into Gengar we go. This endgame is going to be a bit tricky, though. If I brought Starmie in the back, I might have just auto-won. I will go hard into Arcanine and Protect, I think. This is going to be very questionable of an endgame. I don't know how I'm going to play this. I'm going to have to hope 2 Earthquakes knock out the Whimsicott. That's for sure. I'm going to have to hope that Whimsicott doesn't carry Protect. So let's see. Maybe Z Nature's power to Gengar here? Yeah, it's Z Nature's power. Okay. So I did call that correct. I'm regretting not bringing Starmie now, because I think Starmie would have just won me the game straight out. Is going to be the Gigavolt Havoc. Going to go into the Gengar. Electric Terrain boosted. Surprised my opponent went into the Gengar slot, but okay. And Earthquake. I wish I had Extreme Speed. Earthquake. Okay. That? Okay, I feel like I'm good. Okay. I protect Whimsicott 100% here. I mean, Arcanine 100% here. And I go for Shadow Ball 100% into that Garchomp. Because if Earthquake does knock out Whimsicott here, I can win with my Magneton plus the Arcanine, so I should be good. Ah, he has Protect. No! He has Protect. I think that's game. I should have went for a double. Ah, jeez. Okay. So Earthquake's gonna fire off, unless Gengar lives it somehow, which I doubt. If Gengar can live, I might win the game. But I don't think it does after the bit of chip damage. Even though it's -1, Gengar is a very frail Pokemon. Unless we Curse Body that Garchomp. Gengar. Gengar! Yes. Yes. Okay. Magneton. Hard in Magneton. Yes. Oh my lord. I can't believe we actually did this. Alright. We HP Ice the Garchomp and we Flare Blitz the Garchomp. Like, Whimsicott's not a threat at all. We just target down the Garchomp and we win the game. That's close. That was Gengar coming in clutch. Encore, okay, I don't care. I don't care about Encore. Okay. Okay. HP Ice. After the struggle. Into Garchomp. That's 25% of your health. Nice. HP Ice goes out into the Garchomp. Picks up the KO on Garchomp. And that will be the game. So, very nice. Oh, that was close. That 30% chance from Gengar pulling in clutch. Of course, Levitate would have won us the game, but Curse Body actually winning us the game as well. Gengar coming in clutch, in the last episode. But I hope that everyone did enjoy today's episode of VGC 17 Back-to-Back Battles. If you did, please leave a like down below. It really shows your support. If you want to leave a comment down below, feel free to. And if you want to check out the previous episodes, if you missed them, playlist down below, as well as my social medias if you want to hit them up with a follow. Otherwise, I will see you around in the next episode.